Jeroen.
Oh, sweet.
Jeroen's
I like
eating
the
that.
other one.
Oh
Wait,
my.
I like it.
I like it as well. That's wrong.
Jeroen, you're so pretty.
Careful,
Hey,
Carrie.
keep it
Verona.
on. Keep it on.
It's too much makeup.
Yeah, we'll do it at the 1 hour and 25 marker on the YouTube. Then nobody can find it. Okay, before we go and design sprint again on the solution sketches, shall we briefly reflect again like we did yesterday? So who would like to reflect on yesterday so that Marco can catch up and that Mehmet has the time to check in if he's still arriving? So who can summarize what we've done yesterday or the experience we had yesterday as a group? Who would like to say something? Okay, then I'll do it myself. I think what we experienced yesterday is, in my view, a total different team dynamic. I don't know whether you witnessed that compared to day one, but I really enjoyed yesterday the exploration of the solutions that we explored, at least as an inspiration. I liked the storytelling that everybody was contributing to from his own perspective. And what I was actually more surprised by was that the questions that were asked by you to clarify an idea or a direction, that was really enriching the conversation. And I think in a talent sprint, that's what I would hope to see as well, to some extent, that we enrich each other's objectives, perspectives, not only from a learning perspective, but also from a content perspective. And that's not always happening because the democratic process or the, let's say, the working together alone is not always inviting everybody to speak out loud. But I think yesterday we really deepened the topic and the perspectives on the topics through the conversations. And I think that also delivered in quite some inspiring stories that were shared. I think that was nice. I was also impressed by the ladies that took the stage yesterday as part of the talent sprint. Really surprising perspectives. And like with Alexandra, who opened up, was being really authentic about her current reality. I think that shows only the passion for the profession and the steps moving forward, but also Fatima, who actually is I think a curator of stories, and she does it in a research role, but I thought that was a quite insightful perspective that she shared with us while her child was sitting on the couch echoing her. So I hope that this can be an as inspiring evening or morning session for the people in Australia as we had yesterday. Anybody else some perspectives on yesterday or maybe on expectations for today?
Hi, and sorry for being late. The other group we just had some timekeeping situation.
And Robert said you can only participate in 1 sprint per week.
Did he say that?
Yeah, this is what I do actually. I participate in 1 sprint. The other meeting was for week 18 to 22nd.
Yeah, I know. It's the preparation for next week.
Okay, I have three per this week.
Including a commercial one.
I think I started at 5 o'clock yesterday morning. I didn't get off the computer till 9 o'clock last night, I think.
How do you handle that? I already struggle with the preparations for next week where I need to participate in, and that's already.
I'm feeling quite tired today.
Okay. Maybe you should start.
I've literally just woken up. Yeah, I'm happy to start. It's fine.
Okay. Hey guys, let's design sprint, and I give the floor back to Sandy.
Sure. Okay. So shall we do our group shot first? Are you all prepared? Did you do your sketch?
No.
No. Oh. So today's theme is that we are going to sketch yourself. So if you can get up. Oh.
Yeah, quick.
So you want to get a piece of paper, do a sketch of yourself, and then put it in front of the camera. But I guess through home you can cheat because you have your new app. That can be your sketch too.
Okay, let me look for one.
Okay.
Done.
Are you all ready? Whoa, what is that, Daniel?
It's supposed to be a sketch. But
Oh,
no.
that's crazy. How can that work? Can you talk?
No, it doesn't work.
It
Apparently.
doesn't work?
It's just yeah, it doesn't recognize the background.
But I see your
Yes.
mouth like moving though.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
let me draw.
Is everyone ready or still drawing?
Still drawing.
There.
Okay. I'll give you a little bit time.
This is such a challenge. I can't even think right now.
Oh, wow, you did very quickly.
That's cheating. Big
Yeah.
time.
I wish I could draw so fast. Okay. I think Michael and Daniel are still drawing.
Me? Michael, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mehmet, do you have something ready?
Oh,
I
okay.
just uploaded it.
Uploaded your sketch?
Uploaded it.
Yes.
We're talking about the group shot though, the group photo.
Yes, I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Right. I don't know how
Okay.
I don't know how I can hold it up and do the.
That's the challenge.
I'm gonna tape it.
I can't see anything.
Tape it to your forehead.
Ah, the beard.
Right?
Well, but then I still need to see, so nose. All right, everyone, ready?
Yeah.
I can.
Just the sketches?
Yes. Well, you can also have half of your face if you like.
I can't.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, got it. Cool, thank you. That was cool.
Awesome.
Now you can back to normal.
No more challenges like that first thing in the morning. Even though that was happening.
Hey, Daniel. Oh my god. Okay. right.
Mehmet didn't saw that. So
What? Sorry.
Do
The
it again.
filter.
Yeah, do it
from
again.
Mehmet. From Mehmet.
for Mehmet. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Now look at Jeroen. Look at him.
You guys do it with software, I guess, with some kind of program, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerome is so awesome. Yeah.
All right, guys. Team talent. So.
Put yourself together.
Sorry?
No, go.
Too much fun. We should just do this the whole day. So this is the emotional roller coaster mural. That would be the first thing I would like you all to do. So we are at the idea stage now. So on the second column, if you could write down your emotions, if those are not what you are right now, if you need more, can put in the text box. I'll give you a little bit time.
Where are we? I'm sorry.
On the Zoom chat, there's a link for the emotional roller coaster mural.
Can you just post it in Slack, because I'm on my mobile for Zoom.
Of course. So Yeah, yeah, it's there.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
No problem. So you want to add more, or are we okay with all that stuff on there now, on the IDH column?
Fine.
Fine. Should I? Anyone still want to add anything? Yes, no? Okay. So starting a voting section. How do you feel now? And today is day 3. Start. Okay, 1 vote. So we are voting on the second column, IDA section, and do not vote on the this is a text box ...
One.
Which column are we in? The
Second
third to the
column.
second.
Second column, ID8.
Yeah.
So there's Marco still have 1 vote, undecided, and the snail. Oh, snail is faster than Marco.
Huh? Wait, 1 second. I think I voted already.
You did?
Yeah.
Still
I have
says
0 votes.
Okay, then I'm ending the voting
I'm not
session.
voting.
You sure? Okay, I'm ending it. Ooh, everyone is excited. Well, not everyone, but majority of it. And 2 vote for curious, 2 for exhausted, and 1 for inspired. Great, thank you. And now we are going back to our team Mural, and I'll paste the link on the Zoom chat just in case, but I'm sure you already know it. And then I'm going to jump to our solution sketch. Ooh, wow, okay. Just at 8 o'clock, I checked and there was only 5 of them. And then now there are a few more. Just magically, oh, someone is still changing it. Changing the catchy title. We know who that is. Okay, so the first thing is I'm gonna give you around 10 minutes. And what you want to do is you want to read every single solution sketch out there. And if you have any questions or feedback, anything or thoughts, you use the blue sticky notes on top and then write them beside the section that you want to comment on. And if you see there, just right above, I'm going to summon everyone here so you know what I'm talking about. So right above here, there are some voting dots. They are just emojis. If you find anything that is interesting for you or anything that you like, any section or the whole concept, you can just put your emojis there. And you can put as many as you want. If you really like a part of the concept, you can put like 5, 6 of them on there. If you need more, you can just hit down the Command D or Control D on Windows, and then you can duplicate the emojis as well. And I saw someone already cheat because on the eye purpose, there are already 3 red dots there. Okay, is that clear?
Yep.
Okay, then I'm starting the timer. Should I turn on some music? Let me look for.
I agree.
Okay.
Sandy, could you put all the smileys in the foreground because they go behind the images?
Oh, okay. Good to know. Thanks for letting me know. Just hold on a second. Okay.
That's a bug that they are aware of at Mural.
It should work now.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Right.
It isn't me.
Let me guess who that was. And you turn off your camera when you are doing that?
It wasn't me. It honestly wasn't me.
Really?
Honestly. Trust me.
Okay. It's taking forever.
Mural is really slow for me. It's lagging.
Yeah, it is for me too.
I really think they have a performance issue, but they don't recognize it as such.
How's the music? Is it too loud? Or do you hear it at all?
Very low.
Good or no?
Very low. I found that you can share on Zoom your audio desktop, so you can play something instead of
I
through the
can't play.
microphone.
I can't play Spotify on this computer. It's the
Right.
challenge. Oh, does anyone want to do that?
So you can also basically let the sound go through our audio as well through Zoom. That works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Yeah,
I can.
I can try to do that.
Yeah, if you could, yeah, please.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need more time? Okay.
Yes.
Definitely. It's so slow.
It helps when you zoom in closer. Like when you
Yeah.
only have one image on your, or two maybe.
What's the meaning of a red dot?
Which red dot are you talking about?
It means you like it.
Okay.
A part of a section where you can do the whole idea type thing if you just stick it at the top.
The bottom left sketch went out of the box and there are 2 emojis left inside the box. Was it?
It's an out of the box idea.
Should I move it back to the box, or is that the intention that it's supposed to be outside?
Maybe it was by accident.
Okay, I'm putting it back.
Hey, Sandy.
Yeah.
Just a quick question. With the smiley face, sad face, is there a particular reason why you have a sad face on one of the stickers just for?
Not particularly, actually. It's just kind of like a fun thing.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you don't need to use them. But if you really feel the sketch is very sad, you can still put it on there.
I can't even enter. So I managed to put 2 smiley faces somewhere.
Okay, can I help? Which area do you want to put in?
I'm not sure. It's just too slow. Didn't even have time to read that. I close it now. I opened it again, but it's like worst.
I find the Zoom for me anyway. I just use my mobile exclusively now, and then just have Mural on my laptop, and it works fine. I just find it's heavy processing just to have both apps open at the same time.
I separate
them. It's saying a web page is slowing down. Should I close it? But I don't really want to. It's not. Nothing's moving today here.
It's weird because they we approached them and they said that it doesn't have to do with the number of participants. But I really do realize like every time before we meet up, the Mural actually works totally fine for me. Like I could jump to places and it's totally smooth. Every time.
It has to do with the amount of people on there because people are moving stuff and the program has to refresh in the background, so that's not entirely
But
true.
it's strange because Mural claims that if you have even 50 people working in a Mural, it should still be smooth. So I think we really have to show them our recordings.
Yeah. Jeez, no, I would say so.
The last sketch, the very bottom last sketch, it doesn't have a catchy title. Was it just removed by accident?
There's one in a poster.
Ah, okay. The purpose Matchmaker. Okay. I guess someone is putting it in back. Okay. So. And then.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I can't do anything today here.
No worries. So let's maybe just thinking. Maybe I can share my screen. And then you all can get out of the Mural for that moment, or just watch you don't need to move anything on the Mural, then only me move the screen and you just watch my Zoom window. I don't know if it will help.
Worth a try.
Okay. So yeah. So I'll be sharing my screen. Start sharing will stop other computers. Okay, it says that I will be stopping someone's sound here. I'm going to hit continue. I hope I'm not kicking everyone out. Okay. So if you just watch Zoom, you should be seeing my screen. Yeah? Okay. So what we are going to do is that we'll get someone to present the sketch solution sketch. That person cannot be the author. So if someone could volunteer, because it will eventually be your turn anyway. So if someone wants to volunteer and present this solution sketch to everyone, I hope that works out. Any volunteers? I'm going to call names.
I'll go, Sandy.
Okay, sure.
It's fine. So just starting at the first one. I'm actually, sorry. So do you want me to share the screen, or just you just having your screen there?
You could just use my screen. Let's just try that.
Fine.
Yeah.
All right. So okay. So show don't tell. All right. So show don't tell. It looks like some sort of invitation gets sent out, and you have the opportunity to join. So some sort of like, I'm seeing sort of coffee. I think that's some sort of breakfast. It might be a croissant, maybe. I'm not sure what that is, but anyway, it looks nice. The coffee looks good. So yeah, you can accept some sort of invitation to go along. I guess it's sort of a group sort of chat maybe, or one-on-one, an email invite to join an experience with recruiters. Okay, so it's to do with recruiters, use potential colleagues to experience the company culture. So I'm unclear about if it is just recruiters or if it's actually people from the company itself that's going to be at this meeting. So a bit more relaxed. If companies already live and believe their purpose, show them, invite them to the workplace, and share their experience. Have deep conversations. So it looks like some sort of once you get past, I guess, the first initial stage, the second stage will be to come into the company, and then it looks like to have some sort of group chat, interactive sort of like sketching, maybe, just to go over a few things. Instead of being a bit more formal, it's a bit more informal. Maybe meet other team members, etc. And then you've got the VR on the right-hand side here. So I guess that's going to be some sort of virtual reality on the company's website. You can have a look at the office space. And I guess that's what the picture just directly below it is trying to say. And then to the bottom there, you've got get purpose, start. So on the right environment, and put their skills and personal purpose to test. Okay, so I guess it's given the employee or candidate some sort of opportunity to show their skills and personal purpose, but it also could be flipped on with the company as well. All right, that's it.
Okay. Anyone has anything to? I'm on mute again. Does anyone have anything else to add, or if you understand the concept a little bit differently? Is that aligning to what how you interpret it? All good?
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone still want to put more red dots on this? Let me know, then let me know where I will put it on for you.
I'm not on mute. Actually, I put on one on the title already.
Okay.
On the last post, the orange post-it, purpose to test.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else? No? Moving on. Next one. Anyone want to present? Except the author of this one? Okay, Daniel, would you?
Yep. So this is called, I'm going to use the mural.
It's called the I purpose.
This is called I purpose. And from what I understood, it is a sort of bot on Slack. Yeah, well, the first note, it says that. So it asks, well, it welcomes you and asks for more information about you. Then the second question or the second bot message, how are you realizing this today in your work? So there's like a recording video for showing that. Then I imagine some sort of information is filtered or considered. So the bot also suggests that some values like uh, these 5 with ticks are the ones that the person who described before are more important for that person. Um, then ask for if the purpose are not in those options, then write some more, and then uses all that information for find key motivators or key satisfiers for the company and the candidate. Um, yeah, and the third screen shows some examples of companies that might match the interest or the purpose of the candidate. So I also assume that it's like a recruitment platform where you can really find companies for certain candidates that want to match purpose. And also it says purpose ads, brand purpose. I don't know exactly how does that match to the screens. Focus in on firming brings you to well-authored purpose profiles, advertisements. Okay, yeah, so it's like a bot that helps the candidates, and then the company already has their ads published, and then the platform takes those ads into the screens for the bot chat. That's what I get from it.
Okay, and there is a question on top. Can we make it human if it is AI driven? I guess it's just a remark. Did anyone understand the concept a little bit differently? Wants to add something to it? Or interpret the same way? Okay. And anyone wants to add more red dots on it?
Can I add one question?
Yeah.
Um, Again, just for the purpose of what we did before, if we are helping companies, does this should be the otherwise? So company interact with the chatbot and find possible candidates. So we can interchange the roles.
Ian, you looked like you wanted to say something.
No, I agree on Daniel. It's a good insight he got because we are focusing on companies and not on the applicants. So it's interesting how this would fit for a company, how this would be used.
I think the idea can remain the same, just changing the
Yeah,
roles.
sure. It would be both, but this would be the side of the applicant. So I would be interesting how the company would use this information.
Anyone else? Okay, then next. Let's see, the title is Here's My Number, Hire Me Maybe.
Love the title.
I can do this. I can try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So this seems to be almost technology free. It says on top bot free, robot free, if I understand the sign better. So here's my number, hire me maybe, is going to real conversations. And in the first area here, we see a lot of opportunities to meet in real person. So that's the main focus, I think, of the whole solution. So to meet at meetup events, for pizza, for coffee, for all kinds of conversation, and events where you can network. I guess that is a sign for network here, the black one, and can even be extended. So it's all about playing our roles as humans, and a little bit technology comes in the second blue area. Okay, if I understand it correctly, that would be like the second phase, or is it another idea? I'm not sure. So the second phase is then that people can record their questions and their job offerings or the job positions, and somehow also the applicant can do that, the candidate can do that, and then videos are exchanged, which is what companies always love. Reducing the costs is it scales because you can maybe use these videos again and again and again for different candidates. And on the candidate side, it's less pressure. They can do their video like on their best day, I guess. It's less traveling for them also. More consistent interviews, I guess, is also a learning experience between different interviews or different recordings. And after, can't really read it, after our, oh yes, okay, yeah. So you can do also after our interviewing, like in different time zones, or when you're done with your existing or with your current job, you can do that. And the end of the interview, oh, it's maybe not about recording, but doing a virtual interview. Maybe that's also meant here by that, because after it, then candidates get to go into the office, but virtually, with a link to the office, so they can go through, like with VR, or also with the video, go through the office. And the third one I understood, I'm not sure if that's a next step or a different idea to create a cover story for the whole company and maybe publish this somewhere. Yes, that would be my question, if that's a live conversation or if it's recorded. I guess it's recorded because it's saying after our interviewing. So now I'm back to the idea of seeing this as recorded. And the company cover story could be, could be published somewhere, and maybe published to the people that are applying for jobs, or to everybody. Okay, this is what I understood.
Okay, thank you. What do you all think?
I interpreted the last one as the reference that we had in the lightning demos as a canvas. So doing a canvas, filling a canvas is with a team to discover the purpose of the company.
Yeah,
But
that's that's what I find a bit confusing, but because it seems about finding talent, organizing it in a social way, then using technology to be efficient again. And then all at once, it's the company cover story. So it could also be, in my interpretation, it was about onboarding. So introducing new employees in a more collective, inclusive way to the company cover story. That's how I interpret it. It's a kind of a flow from, I'm not on board yet, I'm half in the company, and now I'm starting.
Okay. There's also a question Alexandra just wrote down. Where is this published? What do you think?
On Mural.
Good answer. Who thinks different than that?
Oh my God, my Mural is blocking again.
Oh, okay. Does anyone want to add any more red dots on this? Let me know. All good? Okay. Moving on. Then the next one. Are these the same?
It's two views of one solution.
Okay, so it's one solution. And the name is...
Are they yours, Mehmet? You know, there's a tradition in the Netherlands. We write poems during Sinterklaas, Santa Claus. And of course, you're never allowed to disclose that you wrote the poem, but the people that start talking out loud the first, when someone can't read the sentence, they probably wrote the poem.
Okay, so the name of this concept is called the trust space. And I would like anyone except Mehmet to present.
Can I?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, it's nice actually, because I think it's a kind of a similar interface for dual stakeholders. So from a company perspective, you have the opportunity to watch videos of applicants that express, let's say, their purpose in work, in life, through a small video. And it gives you then, as a company representative, the opportunity to upvote or downvote or swipe it away or not, where you believe that it is probably connecting to your company's purpose. On the other hand, in the second screen at the bottom, you see how other companies probably rate, or let's say the authenticity of the own applicant. That's how I read it. So you have your values, you have your purpose, and how are then, let's say, other companies or companies rated, listed in a ranking from authentic to fake, resonating your purpose. That's how I actually read it. And that then gives you the opportunity to swipe a company to the left or the right, a like or dislike. So that's for me how I interpreted the first part. The second part is similar, but here really from an applicant point of view. The applicant is, what does it say?
Paying customer.
Sorry, Mehmet?
The applicant is the paying customer.
Oh, the paying customer. So here you have the applicant view. You can watch videos of companies that express their purpose, their foundation, in a kind of a speech representing the company. And then the second part is that that you can see employee ratings of that company, I presume, about how authentic that company is in living its purpose. So it's a company, it's an employee rating of the authenticity of that purpose. And there you can differentiate between current employees and former employees. That's an interesting one. It probably implies that employees that don't work there anymore were either disappointed or very satisfied, but moved on to retirement. Only employees with a proven profile, not visible to company. Okay, so it's a little bit like in Glassdoor, you can submit a vote or a rating, but you're anonymous in that sense. And you as an employee or an applicant, you can swipe if you believe that a company is matching your desire. Did I misinterpret the second half of the first one? I can't scroll to the left. It's hampering over here. But I feel that's probably similar. So ratings of individuals about the company, about the authenticity of it, how they experience the company in the interview.
Die Leute gucken mir alle zu.
That's it.
Warte mal kurz.
Thank you. Anyone want to add anything? Or you interpreted the concept a little bit differently? Oh, Mehmet, you can tell us what it is about, since we know that it's yours. You exposed yourself.
Yeah. I missed that part, I'm sorry.
Did you get it right? Are we okay? Then anyone wants to add any more red dots or maybe parts? No? Okay. Then moving on. Let me zoom out a little bit. Slowly moving down to the purpose matchmaker. Who has not spoken yet? Let's see. Marco?
Let me try.
Okay.
So this one is called Purpose Matchmaker with a tagline, fall in love with good site. So from what I see is the company has needs, right? So they set up a call for talent. So they wanted to talk to talent, and basically they set up the date and people come in. And I'm not really sure how it reaches the employees, or it seems like it can possibly also be internal call for talent. Okay, and then if people are interested, they jump into the calendar availabilities. Okay, just put out my cursor. And then they sign up for the specific dates. And oh yeah, I guess the talents find the offer via website and social media, and they express their interests, and they select a mode of meeting, either in person or video call or panel. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I see. So they basically fill out the form and load up their pic and video. And then they continue to meet with the HR. And when their schedule matches, they have a call. Okay. And then after the call, they send feedback to each other. And also send their CV along at the same time. Okay, was that clear enough? So basically the company expresses needs and they post it in social media and people sign up, and then essentially they start the conversation, and from each conversation they send feedback. That's what I'm getting. I hope I gave it justice. All right, that's it.
Okay. So there's a question up there says, is it like a dating format? Anyone want to give it a shot to answer that?
Yeah, actually, I asked that, so maybe I didn't understand it initially, because it was like very mushy kind of matchmaking. So I was like thinking it was like a dating format, but it seems like it could be. It's a conversation.
Okay.
And then there are the questions: how do employee versus the applicant journey connect or relate to each other? And the other question is comment. Since the applicant is rating the organization, not the organization rating the applicant, which is positive comment. Okay.
Yeah. And then Daniel is writing another one. Is applicant focused too? Does anyone have any answer to those, or what do you think of the answers are? What do you think, Ian? I know you like to talk.
Thank you. No, I'm just trying to understand. Geez, how much different is like from a normal process, HR process. I understand you start with the purpose and the values, and afterwards you have a meeting, and then you give feedback. But do you also give feedback if you get the job, or only if you get the job? I'm not clear. I don't get it. But it's me, I think.
What do the others think? Nobody has any answer to this?
Yeah, I had, but that is a little bit driven by my remark. Sorry, I put the camera on because it's really slow here. I was a bit confused about what it's really trying to do. Is it trying to formulate, or through conversations, formulate the purpose of the company? And where does it then connect with, let's say, the recruitment process, where it becomes more talent focused? So where are the two processes really connecting? That for me was a bit vague. But I do like I said already, that's my remark, the fact that the applicant has the opportunity to give feedback on the process and then decide whether he or she is connecting with HR, yes or no.
Yeah, I like that one too.
And
even if you're not being offered a job,
maybe?
I think it's good to.
What did you want to say, Daniel?
Yeah, maybe because we have a lot of questions, maybe the author can explain.
I thought I'm anonymous. I'm like, shut up. Don't say anything. Am I allowed? Yeah, that's Sandy.
No, you're called Sandy.
Well, you already tell us that it's you.
Sorry.
So. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's so confusing. The first time I'm doing something like that. So the idea was to match employees of organizations that have signed up to say, yes, I'm an ambassador. I would like to go out and meet people for coffee. To sign up. That's the first area here. To sign up for the program, to fill a profile. This is who I am. This is my values, my purpose, and this is my calendar. And these are the days when people could contact me. And then the second phase is the talent that also fills the profile and is saying, okay, I would like to have a call or a coffee date or whatever. And then at the 3 here, they finally meet. They matched, or they got 3 different offers to meet real people. And the person's choosing the first one, meeting on Tuesday, whatever, 5 p.m. And after the call, they can give feedback either as being part of a hiring process already, or if that's just interest, and then the person is actually uploading the CV and sending that to HR. So it's an informal conversation before.
Cool.
Are we all here now?
I knew it was Alexandra's concept.
Why?
Already in
How?
advance. The color of the wall.
Ah! Wow, sneaky.
Yeah, it's not white. It's not white. Okay.
All right, so moving on. Then the next one is tribes. Who hasn't spoken yet? Carrie, you want to give it a shot? Carrie? You're on mute if you're trying to talk. Okay, maybe she's not here.
Shall I try?
Go ahead.
Okay. So let's see. The next one is tribes. Well, tribes stands for a platform, I guess, where it should be giving you a feeling where you stand for. All in all, it has a playful style to reduce the stress level during the interviews. You can basically match tribe members with your company purpose. Those are proven facts about purpose-driven employment. And you can also see the long-term goal with the tribe you can place and can create or place a purpose-driven ads. You can also you have also tools to interact with potential other tribe members, which basically forms communities in those platforms with similar purpose and values, or like-minded people, as it says here. Members can also video chat with employees or other tribe members, as far as I understand it. And also you can work together on the same purpose to scout your tribe members, which is also very interesting. It's pretty, but from what I see, it's quite self-explanatory. One remark is tribes share a purpose, values like like-minded people, and the person loves it, whoever it is. The second question is, how do we avoid bias during the process during tribe building? Right. Yeah, it comes from a totally different angle to solve the problem, actually. Yeah. Is there anything else I forgot, maybe, or any other remark from anyone else?
Somebody has been prototyping today.
Ian.
It really is self-explanatory. You know, I just read what stood there. You know,
So it's almost real.
Yeah.
Okay, anything to add? I'm looking at you, Ian.
My turn. All right, this is the I don't know how to Ikigai prompter.
Yeah.
And this is looks like also a website, and it will match candidates with purpose in 4 prompts. So you are you interested with working with the company? First of all, we have to ask you 4 questions, and if you're interested, you press start. Then you go down and you get the free prompts in front of you, and you have to record and video record a response by a video for each question. And when you have done the 4 recordings, it will go to a thank you page. Thank you for answering, and you'll get back with some feedback from the company when you leave your email address. Oh, and the mural goes berserk.
Here too.
Oh, it's Sandy. Who's moving?
Sorry.
Sandy, I can't read the.
Oh, you're using my. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I was trying to make sure that I'm following the right process. I was
Maybe what
cheating.
helps, Ian, what helps is maybe double click on the image before you start talking. Just open the JPEG on screen.
Ah, great. Yeah. So I'll try the mural again. Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, I see it now. I think I understand. On the left-hand side, you see an ad about the company and a little bit description about the company, so you know where the company is about and the job subscription. And if you're interested, you can record 4 answers on the 4 questions they have for you. And those questions are all about the purpose they want to get out of you, I think. And then you get a thank you page after answering those questions by videos, and you leave your email address, and they will get back to you by email, I guess. So it's quite a clean and simple feature.
Anyone want to add anything or understand the concept differently? No? All right. So, do you want to do the voting or do you want 5 minutes break first? Break, thumbs up.
Break.
Voting first, thumbs down. Break? Okay. Then, so my time is 9:20 here, so 9:25 for my time, so, right? And before you go, I'm going to paste a link with another Mural that I just copy all the solution sketch to. So when you come back, can you click on that link and see if you can open the new Mural? So I'm going to do that just now. In a second. Hopefully.
Yeah, I can open it.
This one?
Yeah, the new one.
Okay. So the link is on the chat, the Zoom chat. So if you can open that, and yeah, then we'll meet back in 9:25 my time. Okay.
That one is much quicker.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Oh, now we have 2 carry.
Do you?
Yeah.
No, well, the first one, it got stuck and kicked me out.
Oh,
so that's
okay.
why I started again.
I see. Okay. We're just taking a break, so still have 3 minutes.
Can you paste that Mural link again, please?
Yeah. So we are going to move to this new one, which
Yeah,
only have the
try.
solution sketch. Anyone here now?
Yes.
Yes.
And other team needs help. They just left me. So if anyone is here, we don't need the whole team for this, but if you are here on the new Mural, there are two names. They're choosing a name for their product. And the challenge is remote workers solution. And the two choices are, first one is Remotify, and the other one is Will is my remote. Can I just give you one vote and quickly vote on it, just to help the other team out?
Sure.
Okay.
And where is it? Is it on the old one?
The new one. Wait, oh, some UF from everyone here.
Can do
Don't see it.
a Zoom voting.
Yeah, I don't think on which one.
Then
It's in the old one.
oh, sorry, I got
Yeah,
mixed
it's
up.
in the old one.
Sorry, I'm gonna paste it on the new one, right here. Sorry.
All right. Now
Okay.
it's it. Now it is.
Okay, here. Okay, so I'm gonna start a voting section. Everyone just get one vote. Which
What are
name?
we voting on?
Oh, sorry, you missed it. We are just helping another team. I got a message from Slack from Team Strange, I think, and they are voting on a name for their product. I guess they have a tie, and their challenge is called the Remote Worker Solution. And I guess I'm just going to give you all one vote and quickly vote on which one. So the first choice
Why
is
vote? Just put the cursor over the
okay,
preference.
sure. Okay, let's do that.
Simple.
That's faster. Okay, we modify.
Only Alexandra.
Wow.
Remodify.
That's 50 euros,
It's
by the way,
fine.
this advice. That's in 50 euros.
Okay, thank you. So let me just get back to you.
And if they're US based, double the price.
Okay, so back to business. All right, now it's back to our voting. So this is our new mural. I hope smoothly. Okay, what's
Stick with the new one. This is the only mural that worked for me.
Yeah, but I think once we add more stuff to it, then it's going to stop working
Then
again.
we need to trim it again.
Yeah.
Use the other one to consolidate and here to work on.
Yeah, every exercise we just have one mural for each. So I'm gonna post some folding dots here, here beside the smoothie. There are some blue folding dots, and I'm summon you here. Oh, what happened? Okay. So what you want to do is you want to put your initial on the dot, and then you are going to vote on a concept or a part within the concept, but you only have one choice. So if you like the whole concept, you can vote it on the title, the header, the gray header on top. If you want to vote on just one single part of it, then put your dot on that on the concept itself. But before you do that, I'm going to make sure the dots are on the topmost layer so you don't put your dot behind the pictures.
Can someone read out again maybe the problem statement, the long-term goals? I think it's good to use it as in calibrating memory again.
Yeah, it's also on the mural here. So let me summon everyone here. Can I get a volunteer?
Me.
Yeah, go ahead.
So our challenge is purpose-driven employment. We have stated that problem as companies that have defined purpose but have problems hiring in their process because they have difficulty expressing their purpose clearly and authentic in order to win the right people. The top three how might we's are how might we design experiences during the hiring process that make the purpose visible on both sides? That's actually the top voted from the three. The other two are help companies understand hiring is not about match skills for now, but also for the future roles. And how might we help reduce the time and cost to find a purpose match without losing the quality? Our long-term goal is in 2 years, companies publish purpose advertisements instead of job vacancies. And the sprint questions, which are supposed to be helping whatever we are prototyping, helping answering this, are can we make purpose-driven advertisement fake free? Can we encourage companies to align hiring processes with their own values and purpose? And can we persuade recruiters to use the purpose-driven approach for hiring their talents? And we also decided to go for focusing on the experience for making the purpose visible on both sides.
Thank you. So, yeah, so when you vote, keep in mind of especially the top three sprint questions and our problem statements. And are we all good? Any questions before we start the voting? Okay. And you can place your dot.
Sending, was it 2 dots?
1 dot.
1 dot. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So if you want to vote on the whole concept, then put your dot on the name itself, the gray banner on top. If you want to vote on just part of it, then put your dot on the part itself. And I think there's one more dot left. Or is this? Hold on. MA. Okay. I think we have like a very clear winner here. Oh, still undecided.
And the dots are the blue dots, right? The light blue dots, which we're taking.
Yeah, so I'll summon you here. Then you know what I'm talking about. So right here, there are these dots. You want to put your initial on it, and then you can place your dot on the concept or part of the concept. Okay? And I'll stop sharing my screen.
Yeah. Did anyone vote already?
I think they all did.
Okay, because I don't see any votes.
Are you on the right mural?
Yeah,
On
I hope I am, but
so there's a new mural that only have the solution sketch, nothing else. And I'm going to paste the link again on the Zoom chat to make sure you're there.
yeah. Ah. Okay.
Okay. Still deciding, Marco?
My mural's kind of stuck at the moment.
Are you using the new mural that's in the Zoom chat link? Or Zoom chat? There's a link.
Oh no, can you send it on Slack?
Oh right, Slack.
I'm using my mobile.
Okay.
Only just for
Done. Okay.
Awesome, thanks.
Oh.
Okay.
Do you see the dots? So right here.
Yeah, I see. No, the voting's not on for me, so maybe I just
No, here, right here.
vote this time.
Right here.
Hold on. Yep.
There
yeah,
are the
sorry.
blue
Yep,
dots,
cool.
and then if you want to put your initial there, and then put your vote on the solution sketch or part of the sketch.
Yep, no worries.
So if you want to vote on the whole sketch, put it on the header. If you want to vote on just part of it, then put it on the part itself. Are we all done? Michael, your thought is on, are you voting on the whole?
No, I'm I'm still choosing.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so looks like Tribes is the winner, and I know who that.
Choice.
It's going to be easy for you, isn't it, Ian?
You think?
But don't forget, there's still one vote on the trust space.
Yeah, it's mine.
Yeah, so what that means is we are going to use Tribes as the main base. Oh, there's also 2 votes on the, how do you say that again?
Ikigai.
Ikigai. So what the votes are saying is that we will use Tribes as the main solution that we are going to build our storyboard and our prototype on. But then we can also still use parts of the Ikigai where it has the 2 votes on and the other have the trust space.
I think it's a recording feature we have to integrate in that concept.
Yeah.
But maybe incorporating the Ikigai concept.
Yeah, for example, yes. It could be a part of the platform. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So wait a moment, I'm going trying to do. So the next part would be actually storyboarding. We have 20 minutes, let's try it. But I need to bring this stuff down. Bear with me, try to copy everything over so we can actually do this. Okay, just disappeared. Okay. So I summon everyone here. So the next step is that we are going to write the story flow. So let me see if I can also bring in the map over here. Just bear with me. Okay. Okay. So what you want to do is each person is going to choose a flow or a number of the row. And then we are going to write the steps, how this concept would, like the user flow of it. So you want to use the first few steps as your, first few steps from the map as your step 1. And then the end step is that you are trying to answer the 3 how might we questions. Based on, of course, based on our solution. So think of it like in the digital solution, then we are thinking it of like the different screens. So then you have your screen and how the whole flow goes. So which screen you click first, and then the second screen, and then the third screen. Does that make sense? Or someone can help explain if that's not clear?
I think it's the way how we gonna show the prototype to the SMEs.
I find the concept that one of our team members brought forward here very enlightening, but also very broad, and therefore, what are we focusing on? Which part of that concept are we want to bring alive in a prototype?
I agree. Do we explain the concepts, or do we show how it works?
Because if I can think out loud here, I could also imagine that we create a television advertisement that is promoting a tribe approach or promoting a certain tribe, for instance, by Royal Shell, or so the tribe concept is being promoted. So is it storytelling, prototyping, the communication of the tribe in its full extent? Is it prototyping an advertisement in a newspaper or a magazine or on LinkedIn to promote the tribe? Or is it a feature of the tribe that we are trying to prototype and test with users?
I get your point, Jerome. Just trying to find the correct purpose of each activity. I think what this part goes for is to really try to think about the application that we voted on, and then put the user flow, like the map, the user journey of how does the application is intended to be used, and then when we actually go to the prototyping, we can focus on certain screens or certain parts of the experience.
But
So we
can I
can
challenge you on that? Because
yeah.
If I look at the original question, it's how to help organizations to communicate better their purpose towards potential employees. If I freely interpret it. If you ask me, I think it can be an app, as is being presented over here, but can also be the whole concept of the tribe that you want to prototype and to resonate. So you already assume that it needs to be a digital solution that we are going to bring alive.
Yeah, I
that
agree.
is an assumption. And I wonder whether that is the correct assumption. I could very well imagine if we have the guy from Mexico on the, I think it's Juan, when we would have him in the call, he stepped out. But his reasons from a branding point of view, he would say, we have to brand the tribe, how to communicate the tribe as a brand. And maybe he said, let's make an advertisement.
Yeah.
Let's make a banner for LinkedIn. I'm just talking out loud here.
Oh yeah, I get
find
you,
it,
and I agree with you. Yeah,
I said it at the beginning of the sprints already, and I don't want to delay anything, not at all. But I feel that all these virtual design sprints too quickly, too easily dive into the prototyping of a digital solution because we're working in the digital world at this moment.
Yeah. I think we can try to do a video or another.
So I'm not disagreeing with you, Daniel. Don't
no,
misunderstand
me
me. I'm
neither.
just trying to bring in a perspective. Do we need to select or do we need to prototype a digital service, a digital app, a digital user interface? Or do we want to communicate our concept, our thinking of the tribe as a resolution for our problem statement, maybe in a total different way?
Could I ask the other question, turn it around? When is it successful after the prototype? When the user understands the concept or wants to try to log in, or does he just want to enter the website, or is he triggered? When is the prototype successful if we look at the main target?
Who's the user of the tribe?
I would say the companies, because that's our focus group now.
So who are we going to convince? A company representative. Let's say, how does it relate to the problem statement, the main target?
I understood the solution a little bit differently. I understood the way that people find themselves in purpose topics they value, and then later on companies take a look at those tribes, and then they say, for example, our company purpose is X, Y, Z, and we also need people believing in that. So people from that tribe, would you like to join us? Something like that. Is that how you imagined it? Question.
Yeah, the concept I understand that too. That it's a community, kind of a community, and then companies put their community inside the platform or
do companies
whatever it
put their
is.
community in it, or do they self-emerge and then companies just match their own purpose towards the existing tribes there? Question mark.
Well, yeah, that we are going way into the details, but
I just try to understand how it was meant, because then it's a question: who do we talk to? Yeah,
exactly.
Is it the company, or is it the people who should be, filling such a platform?
We keep on getting stuck on using both sides, which is a good thing. But I think we need a focus. And in the perspective you are saying it now, understanding the chosen concept, it would be for now from the user, from the applicant, joining a tribe, and companies can look at tribes and recruit them. My first thought was that it is both, but the company makes a tribe with this purpose, and applicants can join the tribe and interact and communicate with them in like a community. But for instance, the talent sprint could be a good feature in a tribe, and do purpose kind of stuff, or workshops or interactions with each other in that tribe, like a community where the company sees people at work and recruit them and pick them out and scout them. But that would be the other way around.
Yeah. For me, so we can go with what you have been thinking at the first place. For me, it was just to understand how it was meant.
But yeah, there's still the question, what Jeroen also said, which part is the most relevant to the one who is looking at the prototype?
Let me put it the other way. If you want to sell the concept to a recruiter, let's say an HR director who said, hey, I want to embrace this concept of the tribe as an alternative to recruiting through a purpose-driven, I don't think you need to let them watch an application, a digital platform. I think you need to tell the story in a certain way that he is convinced that he's going to reallocate budget from headhunters to tribe investments, as an example.
Yeah, I'm looking also, we are more in the front of the map, which is also more a pitch or landing page explaining the concept. And afterwards you are going to use the concept. And if I see how might we help companies to understand hiring is not about matching skills, but also the future roles, that's something you can pitch in the landing page.
Good. So we're going to prototype a landing page.
Yeah, or it could be a video ad, or just a short 1 minute video explaining the concept. It's just a pitch.
Yeah.
Pitch explaining how the tribe works and focusing on the purpose and not on just skills. To try to switch the mindset of those companies.
I think you make a very important statement over here, because that can direct us in the prototype. Before we prototype the solution, is prototyping the purpose of the solution, the relevance of the solution to the target audience, the company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also wanted to add that what I did for the voting on this concept, I was planning to vote on something else, but I don't know really what are capabilities from the designers to do the prototype. So I just don't know if we could build a video. If that's possible, well, I may maybe change my vote. But so what I suggest is to look again to the sprint questions, because they are what we are trying to solve at the end of the sprint. And also from this activity, we could go with the user flow each one. So Jeroen could put it a user flow, setting a video, and other one an application or a landing page. and then we could vote on and decide on which way we take.
Good suggestion.
Okay.
So next steps would be making a story board with
Yeah.
a few steps to make it clear for the one who's going to see the prototype. You're seeing an ad or you're seeing
Yes.
something on LinkedIn. Next step, you go to the landing page. On the landing page, you see, for example, a video. You watch the video, and then the conclusion.
So as
Yep.
you see, like there is actually the header here. So how users find out this new thing. This new thing is the tribes, and how the users confirm they will use this new thing. So the first step will be you want to take a look of the map, and then which is on top right there. And then you want to write your first step corresponding to that. So it's really like you're only choosing your own role. You're going to only do your own role, like you choose a number and then you will write your steps. So if you want to go for a video solution, go for it. If you want to do a PowerPoint solution, go for it. Do it the way that you think it should be. Oh, okay. Should I lock something?
No, I'm just trying to remove these cards.
Okay.
Or over, yeah.
So may I ask, the
Something
users
over
are
remote.
now are the companies or the employees? Just for my clarification.
I still always think we're focusing on the companies.
As far as I understand, because
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because as our problem statement states, the companies are our target. And the last the three sprint questions. So you want to look at them, which I already pasted on the top there. And those three sprint questions is what you're trying to answer in the end. So that would, the last step, step 6, will be what those sprint questions corresponding to. So what you want to do is to fill out your first step and then fill out your step 6, and then you fill the steps in between. So
Okay, and we said the users are the companies, and this new thing are the tribes. Is that correct? This is,
yeah.
this, because the thing is, my understanding now from Ian is the tribes are being built by the companies. Is that correct, or did I misunderstand it?
Yeah, the company creates a tribe, and it's like the head of a tribe, and he is a leader of a tribe, and he has a purpose, he has a goal.
Because I don't, okay, now I understand, because then it might not make sense to say how do companies find out the tribes if they build it themselves anyway.
So
yeah, so I just try to understand it.
So I see it differently. So the tribes is for the company, like for them, they build this, but the users can be the applicants.
Members, exactly.
Yeah.
So how
exactly.
do companies find out the users in the tribe? Is this?
No, how the applicants find out the tribe or the members.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is that clear? Or does anyone want to add anything? Feel free. Otherwise, we have 3 minutes to. I can also give the option to make it as an offline, and then when we come back tomorrow, we can make that. But ideally, I would like to actually finish this today. Then we can start thinking about the prototype a little bit. Anyone have a hard stop? And if you cannot stay.
Are we pretending to test on Friday?
So if we finish this exercise, then we will be moving on to the storyboarding steps 2 tomorrow. And then depends on how fast Ian can work. I know he's very fast.
But how does the recruitment for testers are for Friday or weekend?
It depends on the prototype. So for our purpose of like global virtual design sprint, I normally don't like to stress too much on the 5-day thing. Like it's great if you can do that, but because like everyone have other obligation as well, so it's okay that if we push it to the next week as well. I don't say that upfront, but it's always the option. because unlike the real design sprint situation where everyone is really focused and given the 8 hours a day to do that, we don't actually have that luxury to do this here. So that's why to me it's really okay that if we push it to the next week. Yeah, so to answer your question is depends how fast Ian can work tomorrow. And that brings
Do
us
you have
to
8 hours tomorrow, Ian?
No, I just have a full-time job, so I work from 9 to 6, and
But
then I
then,
go home and I have
yeah,
kids, so it's night work for me.
yes. So
Yeah.
that answers it. So I would be, if I think about it, it will be, say, if he can finish the prototype on Friday, assuming, then we can use Saturday and Sunday, or even Friday, we can already begin to recruit the user tester. And then next week, we can do the interview. We can spend the whole week interviewing. I mean, when I say whole week, you're not really interviewing every single day, every hour. So, but we can be a little bit more relaxed on that. If that's okay.
Hey, Sandy, sorry to interrupt. I need to head off. I've got another meeting at 7.
Okay. All right.
But I'll still be around on Mural. Just I'll have to change Zooms. That's all.
Okay. No worries. Then see you.
All right. Bye.
Bye, Michael.
And bye, Carrie.
Bye, Carrie. Well, would you agree, Sandy and everyone, that we do this user flow on our own conception and then vote and decide on what we are developing?
Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to do it now, I'm totally okay. I can stay a little bit longer. But if you feel like let's move this to offline, I'm also okay with that. Depends on how you all feel about it.
I still have half an hour.
Me too.
Me too.
Or we do both. The ones who do it offline, do it offline. And what you can do online, do online.
Okay.
It's up to you, Sandy.
Okay, let's then whoever can stay, then we at least fill out this. Then we decide on if you want to vote now or later.
Yeah.
Let's see how many flows we have first. So
Can we spend 10 minutes, 12 minutes on this, see where we are at 1:15, and then decide whether we do a first preliminary vote, and then if that's not decisive, then maybe we have to use inputs from the others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to move on. I don't think we should delay this and go into the second week even further than only for user testing.
Can we also maybe just for everyone's understanding how users find out this new thing and how the users confirm they will use this new thing, can we reformulate that into our own formulation so that everyone has the same view on it? I just want to make sure that we don't have just different understandings and writing down the steps.
I would like to test that everyone put their flow and let's see how similar are they.
Can check if we're online.
Different. The question is more if we have this the same understanding of the upper part, like how the users find out this new thing. Understandable?
I say take your interpretation and write your own flow because in the end we are going to vote on it anyway.
Okay, let's do this way.
Okay.
Trust the process.
Keep the momentum going, guys.
As a facilitator, I say users trust the process, but the facilitator doesn't.
All right, I'm going to start.
Just bear in mind, your first step should be corresponding to our main target area there on top.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
So on top there, there's our map. I took the first few steps from there around our main area. And the first steps should be corresponding to that. Because what I'm trying to say is you can actually make this like a really, really long journey. You can push it way far ahead. But we want to focus on that area there.
So what is it? Can you read out loud what the first step should be then?
Say again?
What should be the first step? Because that's then the same for everybody.
Well, there's no real first step that I would like you to write up but then you want to write the first step corresponding to around job needs analyze and evolution and seek out avenue for job search and evaluate companies' jobs. So around that area there.
Okay.
And then the last step should be answering the sprint questions. So the idea is, or the way that to do it, it's write your first step and then write the step 6 and then fill in the stuff in between.
Do I need to note down the persona somewhere? The role,
The actor?
Yeah.
What do you mean? No.
Clear answer.
We are assuming are the companies, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Need more time? Mehmet is writing. So it's Alexander.
Could still be two-sided, right? It's just the focus is the company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a,
Yeah.
yeah.
Actually has to be, otherwise it wouldn't work, in my opinion.
Okay, can we wrap up? All done? Okay. So the next step is I would like you, the author of the flow, just quickly explain to the team or your steps. And
Okay, that's me, I guess, the first one.
okay.
HR hears from employees about the platform, sets up own tribe with purpose formulation, and fills it up with current employees. In public events, company performs challenges with the tribe members, which are non-company tribe members. Both, oh, 1 second, I'm sorry. Both sides having the same purpose get to know each other during the challenges. Knowing that, you know, first they have the same purpose, but also they get to know each other like in a working relationship. The company shortlists potential tribe members as potential shortlists tribe members as potential employees, and then both sides decide whether or not they want to work together in an employer-employee relationship, and at the end, the company would then be hiring the tribe member. That's for my part.
Okay. Any questions? Next, number 3.
Me. Oh, I'm not on mute. I had big difficulties with this. So I was watching you, what you did, and I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but I'm learning. That's fine. So the the steps. I thought I'm starting with that the company has the initial thought of showing purpose in a more real way, and somehow because they're thinking of it, they're finding tribe on social media or online app whatsoever. And of course they would maybe there's a free trial or they sign up, depends on the commercial model we have behind that. Then of course the company would build tribes, maybe more than one tribe based on different areas of their purpose, of their values. Then of course the tribe members would meet and talk and work and do whatever they want to do as a tribe, exchange information, build a network. And to see how the users confirm they will use the new thing, hopefully the tribe numbers rise per company, or the number of tribe users will rise. And the company will keep on building more tribes with this platform.
Okay, thank you. Questions? Right. 5.
Yep, that's me. Here's a company in the flow starting just looking for recruiters in Google, and we have a campaign started. So if we are looking for recruiters on that word, you see an AdWord, and they see an AdWord about tribes, about successful, proven, purpose-driven employment. They are interested and click on the ad. Then they go to the landing page of tribes. They learn about the concept, where you can build your tribe as a company, fill in your purpose of your tribe, where members could join your tribe where they have a similar purpose or like to join your tribe because of that. And people who enter your tribe have to prove that they belong in your tribe. So by interacting, doing things, doing courses, maybe it's better to explain like Robert has his GVDS. Maybe that would be a tribe, and his purpose would be remote collaboration. And we all have the same, we are all tribe members of Robert's GVDS.
Can you imagine if there would be one company looking for potential talent?
Exactly. So Robert could scout us all now, doing like the Spotlight Awards. So that's the concept I'm thinking about. And the other way around is also that there are members outside of your tribe who you can invite, and you can scout and see what they are doing in other tribes. So you can invite them to your own tribe if you see that they have a like-minded purpose. Understanding that concept, they see the possible gains of this platform and see the potential of recruiting talent. Then they start and sign up, creating a tribe for a company and gather the members. And that would be, for me, a successful ending of the prototype.
Sure. Questions? Okay, number 6.
That's me. So I assume that I'm an HR director that's attracted on a LinkedIn ad that says Tribes Creating Purpose-Driven Talent Acquisition. Then if I click on it, a survey pops up that asks me 3 questions on talent acquisition frustrations for me as an HR director. After answering those questions, I go to the sales page of the Tribes, and this page is customized to my survey response. On that page, of course, there is the commercial, and I watch that commercial. Then the page updates itself with persona stories that relate to the stories as in the commercial, individuals, personas that were shown over there, more additional reach, benefits, etc. that. And convinced that this might be something for my company, I decide that I click on the button, call me back.
Okay. Clear? Questions? Number 7.
That's mine.
Okay.
So, well, my first touch point is an email or social media advertisement or invite from someone else, like a referral. Then they go into the landing page or inside the website and watch an intro video and see what is the purpose of the application or the platform. Then they can sign up or uh, ingress or enter all the company values and beliefs, and they'll well hopefully just wait because that's their their user flow. And then after they find a candidate that is purpose driven with their purpose, they send an invite for a final interview.
Okay. Questions? Okay, the last one. Oh.
This one is basically I'm coming from both. Am I mute? No, I'm sorry. So this one, basically I'm coming from the perspective of both talents and companies looking for talents. So they see tribes on LinkedIn feed, maybe people are raving about it and maybe there's a sponsored post and they are intrigued and they sign up and they set it up. So from the setup is basically the ikigai part because this part unlocks the purpose of the company. So basically, with the prompts, they can easily articulate their purpose. And the same with the individuals, it's the same way they set up their profile. So these profiles becomes their purpose profile, or more maybe like a purpose ad, or maybe that's how people would be linked together because they have the same purpose. So members and companies are basically auto-suggested to each other depending on that purpose. And from there, when they're auto-suggested, the conversations can begin and the typical hiring can proceed. The typical hiring process can proceed once their conversation starts. So essentially, companies align their values during early hiring process and attract the right talents with ease because of maybe the algorithm of the purpose. And that's it.
Okay.
I like the way you use the Ikigai questions as a ticket to your tribe.
Mm. And also it ties up to I think, one of our How My tweets, basically articulating the purpose. And initially in the ads, or how to attract a parent. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions? Not, then I'm going to start a voting section. What you want to vote here is you want to vote on the whole flow. So you put your vote on the number, the blue dots there. And what we are looking at what we are looking for is a flow that we can prototype. We can use it as a base, as a prototype, and that would eventually lend us to answering those can we questions. Good? No good?
Mm-hmm.
Confused? Ask before we vote because this is what we are going to use for our prototype. Make sure you understand. Okay, no questions. Then start voting. Which flow should we use as a base for our prototype?
You should put the vote on the number, no?
Yeah, the blue, I think
circle.
Blue circle, yeah. So the question is, which flow should we use as a base for our prototype? And voting started.
I realize we don't have a decider.
Yeah.
No.
We don't normally have a decider for this event, unlike the wheel design sprint. But if there is a real situation that we have a tie vote and want a decider, normally the advisor will be the one.
We'll invite Carlos to do that. He's absent now and he's a hiring manager.
Yeah, I'm not the decider.
Second round.
Okay. So we have number 5 and 6 that got the highest vote. How about this? I give you one more time voting and you only get one vote and you only vote between 5 and 6. I'm curious what that brings to us. So.
Which one?
Okay.
Yes.
See if that works. So you're only choosing between 5 and 6. Marco is looking very, very closely.
Just, you know, you will be the decider, Sandy, because you're the 7th vote.
Is it? But there's just one.
Let's see.
Yes, Rob. Nice, Sandy, your call.
Oh my god. Okay.
I knew it.
You're going to send us home or not?
Okay, let me see. I mean, I don't mind to be the decider if everyone is okay with that.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So what's happening?
I'm looking. I think I would choose number 5.
Okay.
All right. You guys made me the decider, then that's what we're gonna go for.
That's your fault.
Thank you.
No, it's our fault because we choose you.
I like that better.
That sounded worse? Okay, sorry. Didn't mean to do that.
Okay. So the next step is that we will be putting them into, so I guess the biggest question is that okay that we do a digital prototype? That is still remaining. I don't know what you guys think about it. So my default is normally, I mean, it doesn't seem like, to me, I don't think we should force it to be not a digital prototype, as interesting as it sounds. Because that's what I see normally in a lot of DesignSprint as well. Because people wanted to experiment the other side, which is the not normal DesignSprint way, which is the analog prototype. So
Sandy, that's not what I meant. We can execute it in a digital way, but the question is, are we going to build a homepage of a website? Are you going to build the LinkedIn ad or the Google search results? What are we going to produce? I think there are different solutions that we can digitally prototype, but it doesn't need to be a website or an app. That's what I'm trying to say.
Or a video.
But we can look at what we chose.
Yeah.
It looks like a landing page and an AdWord from Google. And a way to sign up to it, and that's it.
Yeah.
I think it's more the story that is selling in this scenario than the real homepage look and feel and whether it attracts to conversion. I think it's more how to bring people into the story.
Yep.
Okay. So what I did here, I put the first step in the screen 1 and then the last step in screen 8. The 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those cards, they are in the slot there are still flexible, so you can move them around. So what I mean is you don't want to like move the click on add and goes landing page before the season AdWord of tribes about successful proven purpose driven employment. You don't want to do that. Like you still want to keep the sequence, but you can move like the one card on screen 2 now to screen 3, for example. So that we can still do. And this we can make it as an offline exercise. Now I can't talk. So this we can make it as an offline exercise so that when we meet tomorrow, we can finalize the storyboard. And then on Friday, then Ian can spend his whole 8 hours to build up the prototype.
No, and we are going to help him.
Now Ian looked like using the snapshot even without using it. Like, do the thing with your eyes. Yes, that one.
So normally what I would like to do is that we will define divide the screen from different members. So for example, Alexandra can take on screen 1, Ian can take on screen 2, 3, and 4, and 5. And Marco can take on 6, for example. So what I want you to do is you just use a sticky note and sign yourself up on one screen. I think that's the best way. So if you want to do more than one screen, then just put your name on multiple screens. Is that okay? So here's a sticky. You can put your name on it. Sticky, 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 sticky. Here. And okay.
So unfortunately, I have to leave.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you can just put your name and then we can do it offline. So.
Okay.
I'll put in my name after the session when I arrived home.
Okay, sure.
Guys, thank you for today.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Joanne, can I talk to you in a separate Zoom link?
Who?
You.
Oh, you're wrong.
Let me send you a link.
Yeah, it's fine. But I'm in the car in a second, so I need to drive back home with my son.
Okay.
But I'll call in via Zoom.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Bye. Okay. So that's pretty much it. And hopefully every screen have a name, and I'll write the instruction tomorrow morning. And are you all clear what we are going to do here?
Just on the screen.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just like another sketch, right?
Yeah. Take it as like a wireframe kind of thing.
Okay.
There are examples on top, so I'll summon you here. So this is one example from the previous sprint. It's very lo-fi. Just do a sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right then. Then see you all tomorrow.
I won't be around tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you again, Sandy and everyone.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, and speak
good
to you
night.
soon on Slack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet dreams.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.